Yeah, Harika.
Um, so, good morning to all the beautiful and handsome faces. This is Harika. I'm going to talk about environmental management accounting. So, first, let us know what is environmental management accounting. It is the process of collection and analysis of environmental costs. Okay, there comes the topic again. What is environmental cost? Environmental cost is the cost incurred by many of the companies, industries, etc. to protect the environment. Come on, there is also a selfish need for them also. They do so that they can increase the image of the organization. That is a different topic again, coming to advantages of environmental. First, let us know what are the major areas in which this helps. It helps in product pricing, budgeting, investment appraisal, etc. Now, what is the use of environmental management accounting? Environmental management accounting helps in better internal decision making. Like many of them can know what costs can be reduced in future and what are the areas they can protect and how can they reach the public at large by using this management accounting so that they can take steps to prevent what are all the unnecessary costs happening, and by that they can even increase their profit. There are many environmental costs. I mean, environmental costs are divided into three different types. First type, they have four subdivisions. That is contingent cost, hidden cost, and we have relationship cost and conventional cost. Second is internal cost and external cost. And the third type we have prevention cost, appraisal cost, external failure, and internal failure cost. So these are all the types of different environmental costs. Coming to internal.
The first classification is important. Repeat one more time. Four types.
Okay. Conventional cost, hidden cost, contingent cost, and relationship cost. Okay. Then the next type is internal cost and an external
First
cost.
type alone important, more important.
Okay. Okay. After that, coming before knowing all these costs, first the management must concentrate on what are they incurring such costs. That is, they have to identify what is an environmental cost and on what they are spending, so that that comes under the category of environmental cost. Come on, it is a really bit tough situation for them because most of the time, what the expenses they incur always come and fall under the category of general overheads. So, such environmental costs, most of them come under the category of hidden costs. So, management has to identify or go through many techniques to identify such costs. So, there are few techniques, like four techniques to identify and allocate environmental costs. They are low output analysis, life cycle costing, activity based costing, and
Flow cost analysis. That is called flow
okay,
cost.
low cost analysis, input output analysis, and activity based costing and life cycle costing. Now, after identification and allocation, there comes a question like, why do we have to do this? We have to do so because we have to control the costs which we are incurring to gain more revenue or to increase our profit levels. So, after identification and allocation, what can we control? What are the costs we can control, or what are the environmental damages we are making through our company? Uh, we can control. They are, we can reduce the raw material usage by going shifting to natural raw material that is eco-friendly. We can also control the water pollution. We can reduce the traveling and energy levels of our machines and all, so that the smoke and all which is being polluted or being released by our factories can be reduced by shifting to eco-friendly equipments and all. So there is also, I mean, why do we have to do this? Why do companies have to shift for this? That is, the line is reasons for environmental management accounting. What are the reasons for environmental management accounting? There are mainly three reasons for environmental management accounting. First thing, we have the carbon footprint, and that is companies are shifting to most of the companies are nowadays always back of CSR activities. So that the second point is companies. There is also a advantage for the company, that is their selfishness. we can't call it as selfishness because every person will have it, either a company or a person. They always tend to develop themselves. So they have the advantage, that is, they can reduce the cost by focusing on this environmental management accounting. The cost burden of the company gets reduced. Third thing is, nowadays governments are imposing more penalty on people who are damaging the environment. So by focusing on this environmental management accounting, companies can reduce the penalties that are being paid to the government. And last but not the least, the advantages of EMA, most important for any company, because most of them, not only most of them, almost everybody will focus what are the advantages, what are the benefits that we are receiving from doing any particular thing, that it be anything. Now, what are the advantages of environmental management accounting is improving revenue. Okay, how can we improve a revenue? By focusing on environmental management accounting, a company gets to reduce the cost. That is the first thing. Second thing, it goes to eco-friendly items, let it be raw material or equipment also they choose, so that pollution and all gets reduced. So through this, it can charge premium price for any product. So in that way, it can improve the revenue. Second, improving profits. Obviously, when revenue increases, selling price increases and cost reduces, profit of the organization also gets increased. Third thing, improving the image of the organization. It becomes a brand, or it gets stuck in the customer's mind that so and so company is eco-friendly, so and so company's products are safe to use. So in this way, it can uh, improve the image of the organization. So this is environmental management accounting. Thank you.
Very good. Beautiful as well as clean explanation. Very nice. Detailed explanation. Good, Harika. Keep it up. Environmental management accounting for case study purpose is important. Especially, most of the costs are hidden costs. Hidden in where?
General overheads.
General overhead. So, how to segregate, how to find and segregate and apportion the cost? For that, we are having techniques. What are the techniques?
Input output analysis.
Audience also can. You're not a spectator.
Yes,
Life
Input
cycle.
output analysis. Then
life cycle and life cycle
Life cycle.
method.
ABC,
ABC. Flow cost analysis. Okay. So, in detail, you have to write in examination. Based on that, case study questions are there. We have discussed one case study also. Am I right? EMA with activity-based costing. Based on the practical problem with merged with theory will be there. So for that, EMA topic is most important. Okay. So even the techniques you have to elaborate in examination. Input output mean how much the input, how much output, process loss is how much, whether loss, whether scrap or what spoilage, what all the types are there, all those things you have dictated in class itself. Right? So in detail, you have to analyze, you have to write in the exam. Okay. Good.